Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and I'm very happy that we're in October finally. This is my favorite month of the year. Ever since I was a child, like Halloween things just have a way of making me so joyful and happy. So I hope that you enjoyed this month, Pisces. Today we're going to be doing a general timeless reading to see what is the ideal message that you may be needing to hear right now. If there are any particular predictions that, maybe your spirit guides are trying to get to you. So get comfy. Please like, subscribe, all of that. I really appreciate it. And we're going to begin with an affirmation. So if the affirmation happens to resonate with you, and not every affirmation will, if you would like to tell the universe, I claim this. This is how I feel. I want this in my life, or whatever. You can do so by commenting, writing down the affirmation, okay? All right, and the affirmation that we have for today's reading, we're actually gonna get three cards today. Three affirmations. Affirmations. Spirit, please bring in the three best affirmations for Pisces. First one, I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. Yes, I claim that, Spirit. I am safe in this moment. Then we have attacking others is an attack on myself. I choose to release this now. And look at all these spikes. Kind of interesting similarity here. Guidance is available to me now. The angels, sorry, guidance is available to me now. I know that angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are always at hand, and I do not walk alone. So Pisces, which one of these resonated with you the most? I gotta say my favorite is this one. I am safe in this moment. So if you would like to claim these energies, just go ahead and write them down in the comment section. You can pause the video if you like. And now we're gonna be moving on with the tarot. Let's see. What is going on with Pisces? All right, so first card that we have here showing up is the Four of Cups. So this is a card that talks about balance and learning to find that way of making what you have enough, right? Stretching your resources in a way that is helpful, that is healthy, that signals and shows that you respect your resources. And what I mean by resources, it could be, yes, money, financial prosperity, credit, things like that. But it could also be your energy, your attention, your presence, your time, right? Even your effort. So the Four of Cups is basically telling you be mindful with your resources. Don't overspend or underspend on any of them. Find that sweet spot that really allows you to show up in a way that you feel proud of in life, and at the same time, not deplete any of your resources or any of that of those pools of resources that you may have. Don't spend all your money, but maybe spend a little bit, right? Don't spend all of your time doing something. Maybe spend part of your time doing something. I don't know, it's just a point of balance. And only you know what is that perfect balance for you. Know that that is a very personal thing, and only you know what is right and appropriate. Only you know how much energy you have during the day. Only you know how much attention you have, to spare. So be mindful and not don't dedicate your or don't spend your resources on the wrong things, the wrong content, the wrong people, the wrong conversations, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces. The wheel is turning and it's gonna start turning in your favor very obviously. So obviously that everyone around you is gonna be able to tell, like, oh, here comes Pisces. They're on a good run now. Like everything is going well for them. Everything is going their way. Doors are opening for them. And it's like, I remember there was a girl, this is so random. I remember that when I would be in my teen years, I would do these races. Like, I live in Panama in Central America, so we're like the thinnest point of America, right, of the continent. And there's a race. I don't even know if it exists anymore, but we race on boats, like paddle boats, from one ocean to the other, because we technically, can do that. And it takes like 3 days, and it's like, it was literally everything for me when I was growing up. And I remember there was this girl who was like, one season she was like ripped AF, man. Like she looked like a bodybuilder. And then the next season she would be like really fat. And then the next season she would be like really fit. And it always caught my attention, not even from a space of judgment. It was just interesting to me how she would go into these like very polar opposites. And I just found it interesting. It caught my eye. And it makes me think of this because, Pisces, I feel like in a way, it's like people see you and they can tell, maybe not physically like that, right? But they can tell when you're like inspired or when you're like down in a rut. It's like very obvious for people around you to see when you're like, when everything is going well for you, when you're very well, and it may be just as obvious to see when you're not. You may not be aware of how obvious it is. You may not be aware of the behaviors that change within you when you're excited and when you're not. But people see that right now things are aligning for you. It's like for them it's very obvious. Maybe there's something about the way that you share your life, your light, your words. There's something about it. I don't know. They can tell that things are getting better for you. And I think that it's more obvious for people around you than it is for you. But Pisces, things are picking up and things are gonna get better. Like, very better. So much better. So get excited because there's a good moment. There's a good chapter coming in here. We have the Five of Wands in your recent past. So the Five of Wands normally talks about like conflict and chaos, but look at how in this illustration she's meditating, and based on the energy that she's emanating, all of these wands, which normally in other depictions of this card are all jumbled up, they're all aligned. They're organized in size, they're floating, very harmoniously over her head. So it's like you're gonna be, or you have been, because this is the recent past, you have been developing the ability to harmonize chaos, basically. You have developed the ability to take chaos and make it beautiful, to recycle it, to learn from it, to somehow make art with it. Really. And it just shows more of your power, and I think it's beautiful, Pisces. Maybe that was a lesson that you were intended to learn while you were kind of down in that, difficult period. Maybe some of you are really stepping out of a time of your life that you're going to remember as the tough times. You're stepping out of that. You're getting back on track, is what I'm hearing. And not only did you learn in this time how to value, administer your resources, not take them for granted, but also you learn how to make something out of the chaos, maybe to a deeper degree than you've ever known. And now I feel like you're getting back on track. I feel like you are back on your divine path. You're ready for fun. You're ready for excitement. You're ready for joy. It seems like you're ready for all things good for reals. In the near future, we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, things start to pick up. It's like once you come back into this ideal path of yours, this timeline, this project, this goal, once you enter that current, just like in Finding Nemo, do you remember the little turtle? Not the little one, the old one. The one was like always high. That turtle would just like let itself get into the current and the current would just like take him super quickly. It was kind of like a highway of energy, right? The same is what I'm seeing here. It's like as soon as you enter the current, you start to speed up. There's a green light, you go full speed ahead, all the way up onto your success, Pisces. Okay? This is a card that talks about fast moving energies, talks about um, things happening very quickly. Expansion, travel, movement, moving homes, traveling a lot, connecting to people worldwide. There is success here, Pisces, and I'm very happy to see it because I'm a Pisces. Very happy to see it because I'm a Pisces and because I love you guys. And I know that it hasn't always been easy, but there's so much power within you to make what's difficult beautiful. Look at that. Two of Cups. Some of you here, throughout this difficult time that you have been in, you have learned or relearned, remembered what really matters, what you really want in connections, in relationships, friendships. You now understand a whole lot more than you did before about how the human mind can work, how maybe other people don't have the same purity of heart than you do. And it seems like now you're just so much better prepared to sort of take the bull by the horns, as they say, and enjoy life and just really not let anything, anyone affect you, bother you, stand in your way. You're so much stronger than now than you've ever been, Pisces. I want you to acknowledge that. You are so much more stronger than you've ever been. We have the Chariot, another card that suggests that things are going to start picking up and moving very quickly. In your environment, things may start becoming easier. You may start to realize that the things that you usually had to like fight and find a way around and just like a lot of obstacles are simply not going to be there anymore. You want something, you do what it takes, it happens. Period. Easy. You know what I mean? Sometimes you start doing what it takes, and before you even do what you think it'll take, it comes true. Things are going to be moving faster, quicker. And there's a lot that was holding you back that is not there anymore. Because you transcended it, because you recycled it, because you transformed it, cleared it, vanished it, God knows. But you took matters into your own hands, Pisces, and you opened the path ahead for yourself. It seems here like there could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, also a Cancer. This could be one person who maybe has like a sun in Cancer and a rising in an air sign, or vice versa. This could be a couple. This could be a water sign and an air sign. But what I see here is that now you get to live for you. I feel like in the past, maybe some of you were having some kind of like karma to, and I don't say in a way that's like negative, but maybe you came into this lifetime with the idea of, well, I'm going to spend X amount of years helping people, being of service in this way, doing this even if it's like a sacrifice to me or whatever. And now I feel like that cycle is closing and you're able to choose again. And you're able to choose something that is just for you, just for your happiness, just for your joy. You may be learning about something new, reading a lot, researching a lot at this time. You may be exploring your emotions a lot at this time as well. Some of you may be doing right now like that exercise for the ideal customer avatar for like a new business or product or project. You may be thinking of yourself in an earlier version, like um, that ICA model. Like now your client is gonna be you in the past. You know, something like that. Let me know if that resonates because it's very specific. There's going to be a lot of appreciation for this time in your life. What's coming and what has already happened. There's going to be a moment in life in the future in which you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, like that time was rough and we grew so much and we learned so much and look at who we became. It's like, by the way, guys, English is not my first language, so I invent words and I say things wrong all the time, so Excuse me. I also always have allergies, so it is what it is. Um, Heads up for my channel if you have never been here before. Anyway, you're gonna be really proud about all you've been through, and you're gonna notice, like, wow, like the success that I have now, meaning in the future, it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for whatever you went through in the past. It's gonna be very clear. You know, at times we may think like, I have no idea why this is happening, but in the future, when we look back and we connect the dots, it makes perfect sense. When we're going through it, not as much though. We have the Two of Pentacles. If you need to juggle two jobs, two projects, two businesses for a while, know that that can be successful too. Okay? Celebrate how much you have grown in the material realm. And I'm not saying that you have grown necessarily as in more finances or more money or more savings. It could be. It could be the case. I hope it is. But what I'm referring to really is how much you have grown in awareness of how to manage money, how to manage your physical body, what you put into it, like your energy. It's like not even your energy because it's more about the material realm. What you have learned about the physical, the tangible, your home, your body, your money, resources that are tangible. You have really matured, Pisces. I would even suggest you do this exercise of like 10 things that you're proud of in this area just to feel good because you are going to have a lot to, you know, put on that list. You may not be even aware of it. And once you start, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's so true. Like I used to do this and now I don't. Or I used to think that that was okay and now I understand why it's actually not. And there's such a good awareness that you have. And it's, I would even suggest to you to do like an offering, light a candle, put a flower like outside, or make a little arrangement, or I don't know, whatever feels good to you. To thank the universe for everything you've learned in this difficult time. Because this difficult time is coming to an end. But who you have become goes with you on forever. And that's the win. That's the prize. That's the reward for your trouble. And Pisces, I feel like you should be very proud of yourself, honestly. So yeah, that is what's showing up for today in this reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please make sure to support my new channel. I'm doing a little kind of like an experiment, and I'm seeing if I actually do have some kind of like shadow ban in my original channel because it's just not really math ain't mathing. And I need to monetize the new one and compare and contrast. So I'm gonna need your help over there. Please go ahead, check in the description box, and you'll find the link for the new channel. Please subscribe, please like, comment, give life to that space, and that way I can really know what's going on because the algorithm is so fucking complicated. Anyway, thank you. I love you. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one, Pisces. Thank you so much for your support. Bye.